I think you both are my parents.
Excuse me?
What?
You both are my parents.
We don't talk.
And I can prove it to you.
What?
How? Our kids are at home.
Yeah.
I don't
You know
know.
this person?
No, I don't.
We don't know you.
I'm 27 years old, and my foster parents gave me photos of you. This is how I can prove it. Look at this photo.
Babe, look at my hair. Babe, look at my hair on my head. Look at my hair.
And
Stick up.
my foster parents just died too,
It's you and
and
me.
I always been looking for you guys.
It's you and me. Where'd you get the picture?
I got it from my foster parents.
After 27 years, she found her biological parents in a supermarket. Imagine searching for your biological parents for 27 years, only to find them unexpectedly in a supermarket. This is an emotional story of a young woman who spent most of her life wondering where her biological parents were. When she was born, her parents were just teenagers. Her mother was only about 15 years old, while her father was around 18 years. They were young, inexperienced, and unable to provide the care and support that a baby needed. They were faced with a difficult situation because they could not take care of their daughter. They decided to give her another guardian who could raise her. And that was how the little girl grew up away from her biological parents. Years passed, she grew older, but she never stopped wondering about her real mother and father. She wanted to know who they were. She wanted to know where they lived. And most importantly, she wanted to understand why they had given her away. Unfortunately, the guardian who raised her eventually passed away. She was left to face life on her own. Despite all the difficulties she experienced, she survived. She became a strong woman. She eventually had 2 children on her own. But there was still something missing in her. She wanted to find her biological parents. She continued searching. At some point, she managed to obtain a photograph of them from her guardian. Then, that photograph became an important clue in her search. Then, after many years, something unbelievable happened. She found them not through a DNA test, not through the police, not through social media. She found them in a supermarket. When she saw them, she approached them. She looked at them and she told them, "I have been looking for you for years. You are my parents." The parents were completely shocked. She could not believe that the little girl they had given away many years ago was now standing in front of them as a grown woman. Then the emotions took over. They started crying. They explained everything that had happened. They told their daughter that they were only teenagers when she was born. They were too young, they had no money, they were not prepared to become parents, and they genuinely believed that giving her to another guardian was the best decision they could make at that time. Their daughter listened carefully, and then something beautiful happened. She chose not to hate them. She understood that her parents had also been young and
both are my
confused.
parents.
She understood that
Excuse me?
What?
You both
her
are my
parents,
We don't talk.
and I can
she
prove
understood
it to
that
you.
her parents
How?
were facing circumstances
Yeah.
they
I don't
were
know.
not prepared for
We
her.
don't know you.
I'm
She did
27
not
years old,
pretend
and
that her childhood
my
had
foster
been
parents gave me
easy.
photos
She did not
of
pretend
you.
that
This
she
is
had
how I can
never
prove it. Look at this
experienced
photo.
pain, but she chose forgiveness. She chose understanding,
Babe, look at my hair.
and she chose to move forward. The story teaches
My
us
foster parents
something
just
very
died
important.
too,
Before you
and
judge
I
someone's
always been
decision,
looking
try
for
to
you
understand the
guys.
circumstances behind it. Sometimes people make painful decisions because they believe they have no
I got
other
it from my
choice.
foster parents.
That doesn't mean the decision was perfect.
You're 27?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean the pain
And they were always honest to me
didn't
about
matter.
being
But understanding someone's situation
not
can
there
sometimes
for
help us heal.
myself.
If you have been hurt by your parents or someone in your family, allow anger to
I just
control
want to talk to
your
you.
What's your name?
If possible, try to
So
understand
my name is
what
Shirley.
they were going through at that time. And remember, forgiveness does not mean
What's
that
yours?
what happened was okay. Forgiveness means choosing not to allow the pain of yesterday to destroy the
It's
peace
nice
of
to see
tomorrow.
that you guys are still
This young
together.
woman could have chosen hatred. Instead, she
I just
chose
have one
understanding.
question.
She could have
How
spent
come
the rest of her
You
life
were able to
asking,
raise me.
why did you abandon me? Instead, she chose to understand their circumstances and move forward with her own life. Today, she has 2 children and her own life.
Told I could not bring the
Her
child
story
into the
reminds
house.
us of something
My
people
mom was
make
like,
decisions
it
when
was
they
either
are
be
young
married or
that they
and I was
later
too
wish
young
they
to get
could
married.
change. So if you still have your parents, appreciate them.
Years ago, you know?
If you have
And it was
been
very
hurt by
difficult for
your
your mom and I,
family,
you
give
know?
yourself time to heal. And whenever it's possible and safe, try to understand before you judge.
Kids, which will be your
Because sometimes
Oh my god.
behind a painful decision
So
there
they
is a
got
story
raised with
you
you.
have never
Yeah, but
heard.
because we I
And
waited till I
sometimes
was
forgiveness
19
gives us the freedom to move
have my
forward.
second when I
If
was
this
out
story
the house.
touched your heart, like the video, subscribe to the channel,
Yeah.
and turn on the notification bell for
Yeah.
more
And I actually
powerful
have kids
stories,
now,
real life
and
experience,
You
and
have kids?
important life
Yeah, I
lessons.
have 2 kids.
Thank you for watching.
So-
Please stay tuned for the next story.
It's just really crazy being raised without knowing my family. And
I mean, we're grandpa.
I didn't expect to meet you guys here.
Can we give you a hug?
Can you?
Yeah.
We have dinner every Sunday. I make sure that everybody comes to my house. It's like a thing that we do as a family. I know this sounds kind of, and I know you probably don't want nothing to do with us. I don't know if you have a forgiving heart because
I understand. What you said makes sense. You know, being so young, that's why you had to give me up. So I don't have any hurts about that. It's just being raised without parents, you know.
Did you
like
at
my
least have a
blood
good
parents.
life?
Who were you, your parents?
I had a roof over my head, you know, so
That's
that's
it?
really all I needed.
But it seems
I had
like
my
you,
needs.
you grew up to be a fine young lady.
You're
I
beautiful.
can tell by the way you talk. You look just like a mixture of both. It's just,
Yeah.
It's so. Oh my
It's
god.
uncanny, right?
Oh my god. Can we exchange numbers? Can you come Sunday so we can go ahead and introduce you?
Yeah,
to your-
You just
I
so
would
you
love
know,
that.
just so you know that we've never forgot about you.
No.
We've always thought about you. We hope this day
we
would
pray.
This day would come. This day
we
is
in
coming.
church. We in
This day
church
is-
now. We
Yeah.
are a family in church, and we raise the other in church. Like I would love for you to attend church. You have never been a secret. It's just at 15 years old, my mom, we couldn't. We was raised in the
My
church.
parents too. They didn't accept it. They thought we'd ruin our lives.
Yeah.
And look, I'm glad you had a roof over your head. Oh my
understand.
God, we have to make it up to you somehow. I want you to
Yeah,
meet your siblings.
I would love to come over and introduce you to my kids.
Oh my
and,
God, yes.
You know,
Oh my
just
God,
start
yes.
somewhere. So,
Oh my God.
Can I
Absolutely.
give you a hug?
Just bring it in.
Give
Get
a
it in.
hug.
Come on, huh?
You don't even have to ask. Oh my God. We love you. Always have. You look just like both of us.